Hello my loves, it's Kat, how are you? So today we have another bigger card, and today's bigger card is what will the rest of 2024 bring you? So what you need to do is to choose a pile or a crystal. We have pile number 1 with malachite, pile number 2 with honey calcite, and pile number 3 with green quartz. So when you have made your decision, go down to the description box to find your timestamp. I will give you a few seconds to decide, and when you're ready, I will see your reading. Ready? Let's go. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose the malachite and all of these cards, so let's take a look. So you got number 18, communication, joy of life, winter, balance, Wizard of Awareness in reverse, number 3. And then we have number 29, Phoenix Transmutation. Let me arrange your cards and we will take a look what they say about the rest of 2024. So, no, they are all lopsided. There we go, that's much better. Okay. So, let me gather my thoughts a little bit. Ooh. I'm getting chills. So, okay. With the Wizard of Awareness and the Balance card, they both talk about the same thing really. They talk about the fact that you may have been trying to force something to happen, something to... there is an outcome that you really, really desire badly. There is something you really, really want, but it's not really happening. It's not like the road is blocked, but it's almost like for some reason you are hindered. Is that the word? Hindered? Like you're forced to go slowly. Yeah. That is what it feels like. It's almost like I wonder if you've been wondering that is this meant to be after all? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing after all? Because it's not going my way. It's not happening. So am I going in the wrong direction? No. You are going in the right direction, but the problem is that you are forcing it. You are forcing an outcome, and universe does not like that. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like to be forced. It doesn't like to be chased. It likes to be attracted. It's kind of like a cat. I see the universe as kind of like a cat. Have you noticed that cats usually go to the one person that dislikes them? Have you noticed that? I have. And cats are independent and proud, and they like to be admired a little bit. And I feel like, but they don't like to be chased. They don't like to be chased. They don't like to be forced to do things that they don't want to do. Yeah, that is how I see universe sometimes. And I feel like that is what is happening here. You are forcing something to happen. You are in a lack of balance. And what you really should be doing in order to get to this Phoenix transmutation stage is to forget all about it. No, not really, but kinda. You have the joy of life. You've been neglecting a part of your life that likes to have fun. You've been neglecting the side of yourself that enjoys things, because you've been so heavily in this masculine 3D energy, trying to force something to happen, trying to be successful at something. And what you really need is to be fully in your feminine energy, no matter if you're a male or female, or identify yourself as either one or neither or both, or however you like it. Yeah, you need to find your joy. Find the joy first. Find the joy outside of this thing that you're trying to force. And then when you have found the joy outside of it, try to find the reason why you started in the first place. What was that drive? And if it's money, then you might be doing the wrong thing. But if it's like, I wanted to help people, I wanted to do this, I wanted to help the world, or it really brings me joy, or it really helps me to be creative, or I simply love doing it. Find that in what you are trying to, what is that thing that you're trying to succeed? Because I feel like you've forgotten it. You've forgotten that. And what your spirit guides are really saying is that, you know, communicate with us. We have this communication card which talks about communicating with spirit. Communicate with us. We have so much to say to you. We have so much advice to give to you. And I feel like also your angels here, you have a lot of angels around you trying to help you out. And they are showing me of a meme of like number of people doing face plants, or no, not face plants, face palms. And that was stupid, because they've been trying to communicate with you for a long time now, and you haven't been seeing it. You've been trying to force this thing to happen. Let me tell you something. You have the Phoenix card. You have the transmutation card. The number 29 also comes down to 10, which is completion of something. You will be successful in this thing as long as you let it happen. It's almost like you have this little seed that you wanted to plant and make it flourish, make it grow into a beautiful tree. And every day you spend hours and hours and hours just stare at it, just praying that it will, you know, sprout. And sometimes you even dig it out to see if it has sprouted yet, but that's not helping. It needs the rest, it needs the alone time, it needs the time to do its thing. So you really need to find your joy. What was it? What was the thing that really sparked you into doing this, first of all? How did you feel the first time you started doing it? And find joy outside as well, because you have the balance card right here. You need some balance. As much as you want to work, that is exactly how much you need to, I want to say party. Have fun. Yeah, that is what I'm meaning to say. So yeah, am I seeing anything else here? I wonder. You will be successful. This thing will be successful as long as you let it happen. Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting a message about the Phoenix here. I'm being shown the story in the little book of this card. In the little in the little book, there is always a story behind each card, and the story, I remember the story being something like the old and wary phoenix flies into the flames and emerges as a beautiful young phoenix once more. And I feel like that is something that needs to happen to you as well. Right now, you are a very old phoenix, but you have the power to be reborn as long as you let it happen. You need to fly into the flames and let yourself be. Let a part of yourself die. And what this part of yourself is that need to control everything, the need to control every outcome. You can mourn the loss of yourself, but as much as you can mourn for your old self dying, you can also be happy for the new version of yourself emerging. That is what I'm seeing here. So let's move on to your tarot cards. Pile number 1, Spirit Guides. Pile number 1. What is happening for my beautiful pile number 1s in... Oh, 2 cards. And also I have 1 card that flipped over. If I can find it. Where is it? I'm gonna search for it another time. Oh, there we go. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Yes, 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 yes. The 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands here has a woman and a lion, and they are both looking in opposite directions. The lion is watching the girl's back, and they are both stubbornly standing there keeping watch so that nothing comes to hurt them. And I feel like you've been keeping watch for a long, long time, trying to keep yourself safe. I feel like this is, for the majority of you, I feel like this is a business venture or something similar. Maybe a side hustle that you're trying to get off the ground. And it's right underneath the transmutation card too. So you need some rest. Like these two, they need some rest, my dude. They are exhausted. Can't you tell? They are exhausted. This old and weary phoenix really needs to fly into the flames and be reborn. We got, oh, of course you did. We have the 10 of Cups. Oh, good. Emotional fulfillment. Right underneath transmutation and the Wizard of Awareness. Yes. So ultimate fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. This thing, when you kind of catch that idea of like working through your feminine energy, which is more about feeling and being intuitive and doing what your body needs and feels and what your mind is telling you to that you need. That is how you can actually get emotional fulfillment. Being in this masculine energy is unnatural to you. I feel like the majority of you might identify yourselves as female because we really need to be in our feminine energy. And one way to help that, there is a YouTuber called Jillz Guerin. I will link her down below or give her name down below in the description box. But she talks about, she's not the only one, but she is the one that I know that talks about tapping into your feminine energy and working through that. And she has really helped me a lot. And that might be really helpful for you as well. I know it will be. So, yeah. Stop chasing, start attracting. Start attracting. Ooh. That is what we really want here. We don't need to chase. We don't need to chase. We can just stay still and let it happen to us. Attract it. Yeah, that is what you want. That is how you can reach this ultimate fulfillment. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So when the Knight of Pentacles is reversed, I feel like, this is my interpretation, that something is starting to happen. The Nine of Pentacles, in my opinion, talks about slowness and being patient. And I feel like in this case, when it's right underneath balance and the Wizard of Awareness, I feel like things will really speed up for you once you reach that balance of work and play. That is what I see here. There's also this thing of like, stop being so practical. Like that is also what I'm getting with the Nine of Pentacles. Stop being so practical, so damn practical. Start having fun. You don't need to think of like it's investment so much or numbers or I don't know. I don't know. You don't need to do that anymore. Have fun. Buy yourself a gift. Relax. Get yourself a bottle of wine and chill. Like, you don't have to be so damn practical all the time. Pile number 1, Spirit Guides. Okay, one card flipped over. Let me see what it is. Where is it now? Oh, god damn it. Okay, there we go. Ooh, yes! 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles talks about becoming the master of your craft. That is what I wanted to see here. So what is coming by the end of 2024 is that you will reach this balance once you tap into your feminine energy. And by 2024, things will really start to pick up. They will, but I only feel like it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. But things will really start to pick up by the end of 2024. That is what I'm seeing here. You will slowly start becoming the master of your craft, the one of the best of the best. That is what I'm seeing here. Pile number, oh, Judgment. Okay. Judgment, interesting. So the Judgment talks about need of a rebirth, just like we have with this Phoenix card. Interesting. So yeah, it's time for a rebirth, time to be reborn, time to start over, start fresh. That is what I'm seeing here. Pile number 1, Spirit Guides. What will happen by the end of 2024? Okay, we have 2 cards. Yup, we have 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords talks about this woman where she has been in battle and she really needed some rest, so she laid herself on some snow to have a little catnap or something similar. I forgot. But yeah, it was something like that. Okay. And then we have the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you really need some rest, my love. A lot of it, actually. With the King of Swords in reverse, I see that you've been so hard on yourself and perhaps really hard on others as well. And it's right underneath the joy of life and communication. So I feel like you need to make some amends with people that you may have hurt with your words. Perhaps you've been a little bit too impatient with somebody, a little short with somebody that deserves an apology. That is one interpretation here. But yeah, I feel like overall you have really good chance here to become one of the best. You have a really good chance of it, but you really need to tap into your feminine energy. That is where the key lies. You have the 10 of Cups here, complete emotional fulfillment, which is really beautiful to see. Yeah, I see that for you at the very least. At the very least. You have the power to change things. You have the power to attract everything you've ever desired. But you need to tap into your feminine energy and live through that. Yeah. So this is what I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again. I would also love to know how this resonated with you. So you can leave me a comment or a like or even subscribe if you feel like doing that. But otherwise, I truly hope I see you in my next one. That is what I was gonna say. So yeah, bye. Hello, my beautiful Palabatus. So you chose the honey calcite and all of these cards, so let's take a look. You got Law of Attraction. Oof, my ear is really itchy. Okay, there we go. Then we have Divine Love. We got, what is it? Exuberance in reverse. And Ghostlands in reverse. And then we got Hummingbird Spirit Joy, number 22. Let me arrange these cards. There we go. Perfect. So, let's think. I definitely see more love coming to your way. I see that definitely with the Divine Love card. So maybe you will be meeting somebody by the end of 2024. Or if you have already found someone, I see your love deepening. And I also see marriages. I see people getting engaged by the end of 2024. There's just more love around in your life. I see that definitely. With the Law of Attraction card, I see that something you've been trying to manifest will come through as well. I see some of you have tried to manifest a job. I see that happening. Some of you have tried to manifest a university spot or a spot in university or in any school. I see some of you have been trying to manifest love, and that is happening. Oh, I just saw somebody. I saw somebody seeing a shooting star and wishing for love. And I see that coming through. So that might have been a message just for one of you. So that message was directly for you if you've ever been in that situation. Yeah. What else? Then there are some advice here that I see. With the exuberance card being in reverse, I see that you may have been a little, let's say, obsessed with material things lately. Hold on, I'm getting a message about that. They are asking you to find joy outside of material things. I don't know whether you've had some money trouble, but you've been having the same lifestyle anyhow, and your spirit guides are telling me that you need to stop doing that. Not that you are supposed to stop having fun and buying gifts for yourself, but if that is your love language, but try to take money out of it. Try to keep the materialistic side out of it. So basically, try to have fun without it costing any money, or try to buy yourself cheaper gifts or more practical gifts or something like this. There is a message about that. Interesting. I'm actually going to take a clarifier for that card. Pile number 2, Spirit Guides. Can you please clarify the Hermit? The Hermit clarifying the exuberance card. Okay, I see that as well. You need to spend some time alone. And spend some time without material things. So perhaps spend time in nature. Perhaps have a social media free week or month or a couple of days. Kind of like distance yourself from material things for a while. With the ghost lands in reverse, it talks about finding joy in the present. So stop trying to find joy in the past or in the future. Stop visiting those times. You need to find joy at where you are right now. That is something that is very important to you at this time. I feel like you've been trying to manifest the future that you wanted, and you've been visualizing it very effectively. And your future is coming through, but what it needs in order to come through is for you to have joy in the present moment. You need to love your life as if your future was already there, but your wishes, your mind is in the future. So your manifestations will also be at distance, will always be in the future. Kind of like, so this is something that happened for me. There was a time in my life when I was single and I watched a lot of soulmate union and next relationship pick a card ratings, and they would always say the same thing year after year, month after month. It will happen in 2 months. That kept happening for years. And it was always the same, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. So I was obsessed with the idea of 2 months. Within 2 months, I will be in a happy relationship. Within 2 months, I will have the love of my life here. Within 2 months, I will be happy. And because my happiness was always in the future, in that 2-month period, it was always there. It was never coming to me like now, because I wasn't happy now. I was happy in the future in 2 months. So when I finally kind of sort of quote unquote gave up on that idea of 2 months and started finding happiness in the present moment, that is when it happened. That's exactly when it happened. So that is really important to note. You will be happy by the end of 2024, and we will take a better look at what this is, but I feel like you will find joy in the present moment. You will oh, and the hummingbird spirit, it actually literally talks about finding joy in the present moment. I didn't even think about that. It says so in the little book that it came with. Yeah. Do I see anything else here? No, not at the moment. So let's take a look at your tarot cards then. So what will happen to my beautiful pile number 2s in 2 months? By the end of 2024. What will happen to my beautiful pile number 2s by the end of 2024? Ooh. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Like I said, or did I even say that? I'm not quite sure. But the Ghost Lands card actually talks about nostalgia. Yes, I did mention something about the past, being stuck in the past. You may be reliving your past for something. It could be that you're longing for somebody that used to be in your life and you're having nostalgia about that. You're kind of obsessed with the thought of having this person back, or having this moment back, or having this thing back. And the unfortunate truth is, I keep seeing the Apache Tears card in my Crystal Spirit card deck, which describes a loving no. That is never going to happen. You need to let that moment go. You need to let that person go. Whatever this thing is that is holding you back, you need to let them go. They are not coming back. This moment is never coming back to you. It is a sorry, but I love you, but no. That is what I see with the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. You need to cut that out of your life. The Six of Cups card, it describes a person, this woman, and their younger self is reaching out to them with this cup. And the person there, they are kind of like longing for the cup. They are longing for a moment with their child self, but they know that they cannot stay. They know they have to move on. And that is what is happening here. You need to move on. And with these cards being right underneath the joy card, this is the key to your joy, your happiness. You need to let them go in order to be happy. And I know you feel like you cannot be happy without this person, without this thing, without this moment anymore. But that is not correct. That is not true. You will be happier than ever without that memory. If you need some help with that, you can go into a meditative state and process that memory. Keep playing it over and over, basically until you're sick of it. And hold on, I'm gonna grab my crystal. I like to hold on to a crystal while I'm channeling. It really helps me. But hold on, what was the message here? So replay this moment, and when you have replayed it enough, imagine a sword in your hand and cut through the memory like this. Like a cross, and that is how you kind of like cut it off, cut it out of you. Yeah, that is what I'm seeing here. That is the message from your spirit guides. That is how you kind of like cut it out. That doesn't mean that you will never have that memory anymore, but it will stop it from having power over you anymore. It will stop you from being obsessed with it. It will eventually, they are telling me, eventually it will be more easy to be without this memory. It will sometimes still come and cross your mind, but it won't hurt so much anymore. That is what I'm seeing here. So let's get some more cards. Pile, oh no, I think that was just a fumble. Pile number 2, spirit guides. Pile number 2. Oh, 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 goodness. We have, oh, yes, yes, yes. So we have the King of Cups and the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about a heartbreak. And the King of Cups then talks about mastery over your emotions. By the end of 2024, you have processed this memory, you have processed this loss, and you are ready to move on emotionally. And that is where you will find happiness. That is when you are ready for love, when you have let that go, and when you have gained, when you are now in control over your emotions once more, when you are in control over yourself. Because right now, your memory is controlling you. It has all the control over you. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy at the moment. You need to be done with it. That is what I see. Let's get some more cards. But I promise you that it will stop hurting you. I wonder if maybe shopping is how you've been coping with or perhaps eating is how you've been coping with this heartbreak, because it came right underneath, like exactly underneath the exuberance card. Yeah. We have 10 of Wands. Yeah. You're having a heavy load to carry. It's a little bit too much right now. What I see here is that, how should I put this? This heartbreak had a reason. It had a time. And it's time to move on from it. I feel like you're still like torturing yourself for some reason. Like it was your fault, but it wasn't. It was just, it's time. It was its time to go. And hold on, let me think. Ten of Wands, Three of Swords. It's almost like, what I see here is that you may be still in love with someone from your past. And that is why it's so hard for you to let them go. But what I'm being told to tell you is that they were never worthy of you anyway. They were never worthy of you. It was never going to work out. It was never meant to be. I actually got a hiccup and a burp at the same time. So I feel like that is something that is hard to swallow. And also you need to let go of the negativity here. By the end of 2024, I wonder, like, this is weird that this happened, because this was supposed to be like what's coming to you by the end of 2024. But these two readings, pile 1 and pile 2, I've had a lot of like advice to give, like how to get over something and stuff like that. So it's really interesting how this like whole reading turned out. I feel like I need to stop making the intros in the beginning but make them right at the end so I know how the readings are gonna go. But you know, that's life. Anyway. Oh. Well. Oh my goodness, let me show you something. Let me show you something. It says, life just matched with you. That is so odd. That is so odd. That is crazy. By the way, that is a personality match app that I use to make friends. So you may find me on there. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. What was I gonna say? Jesus, help me. Well, I forgot. So yeah, life just matched with you. It's almost like you're being connected. It's almost like what I'm seeing here is that you've been standing by a roadblock this entire time. And you've been like crying and crying like, I can't get over this block, I can't get over this, I can't move on with my life. And you didn't quite realize that you could just turn around and go back a little bit and find another way. You really needed to get through that obstacle, but there was no way through that. You needed to let that go, take a step back, and find another way. Find a way around it. That is what I'm seeing here. So life just matched with you. You're being matched with life. It's kind of like you're getting your life back. You're getting your moment. You're getting your life back, and I feel really good about this. It's almost like, well, it's almost like you're getting your life back, like I said a million times before, but it's just a beautiful feeling. It's almost like what I'm feeling is like, okay, so many of you may not know this or have ever experienced this, but winters in Finland are cold and dark. We get sunlight for about 3-4 hours a day. And when the spring comes and the sun comes out and it's not dark all the time, it's a wonderful feeling. It's kind of like you're gaining, like life, like the sun is back. It's like a moment when you realize the sun is back into your life. And it's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. Yeah, that is what I'm getting here. Now I really wonder about that person called life. Well, I suppose I'll find out. Pile number... Yes! Yes, baby, come on! Get out of here! We have the 10 of Cups. It's like, emotional fulfillment. You will be so happy, my love. You will be so happy. Oh, I don't have any... There we go. You will be so happy, so emotionally fulfilled, you have no idea. But you need to let that thing go. You need to let that person go. Whatever didn't work out, whatever that roadblock is, you need to let that go. It's time to move on. And one last card. One last card for my beautiful pile number 2s. King of Pentacles. Get out of here. And it's right underneath Law of Attraction. So by the end of 2024, you will also be manifesting some money. But with the King of Pentacles, I'm getting that this money is more about being secure, being financially free, being financially secure. We have that exuberance card, which talked about, in reverse, which talked about maybe overspending a little bit. So I feel like you will be getting that under control by the end of 2024. So beautiful reading. We have love, we have money, we have letting go of the past, being happy for the future, finding joy in your life, manifestations coming in. This was a hard but a beautiful reading, and I truly hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I would also love to know how this resonated with you, so you can leave me a comment or a like or even subscribe if you feel like doing that. But otherwise, I truly hope I see you in my next one. So bye! Hello my beautiful pile number 3. So you chose the green quartz and all of these cards, so let's take a look. You chose spring, freedom, independent work, number 4, creativity, number 20, flying. Oh, but it was reversed. Wait, no, it wasn't. It was upright. Sorry. Yeah, it was upright. And then we had Guardians of the Land, protection, number 21. All right, let me straighten these out and get to your reading. So, where do I begin? So what will happen to you by the end of 2024 is that you will be having some changes in your career. With the independent work, I see that you will be doing something, well, independent, but something entrepreneurial, what's the word? Entrepreneurial work. For some of you, I see that this is social media that you will be doing with the creativity card. You may be artists, you may be singers, that you are trying to make through TikTok or Instagram or something like this, maybe YouTube. I see that working out for you really well. With the freedom card, I see that I feel like it's about being free from other people's opinions and weight, and also financial freedom I see with that card. Yeah, hold on. There's a message there. Let me think. It was about other people's opinions and feelings. Yeah, it's almost like by the end of 2024, I feel like there's something about comments. If you're doing social media work, you know that there will be bad comments out there sometimes. And that is basically how you know that you've made it, in my honest opinion. That is how you know you've made it, when you get bad comments. Yeah, I feel like you just don't care. You really don't care about it. This doesn't have to be social media work at all. I see some of you starting your own businesses, well, obviously, or your own practices, and things are going really well. With the protection card, I see that this whole thing is divinely protected. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're meant to be doing. With the flying card, however, there is a warning there to not fly too high, so you won't be burnt by the sun too fast. Yeah, there's a message coming through. Sorry, when I get quiet, I have messages coming through. That is just how I work. There's something about like being creative. Like this is something that you do. It's almost like it started out as a hobby and then it became a business. It became your career. And I feel like you need to be really careful with not burning yourself out, especially if you're an artist or something like this, so that it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't become like work. So that you can have fun while doing it. That is what I feel here. Let me take a look at that card. There's just a sense of freedom, like I finally made it. Like this is what I wanted. This is what I worked so hard for. This is what I was striving for. That is what I feel here. That is what is happening to you. Should I get another card perhaps? Yes, why not? Why not? Let me grab my decks. I'm really interested to see what else might be coming through for you. I need to make some room first, so. Pile number 1. No, pile number 3. Pile number 3. No, no, no. Pile number 3. What is happening for my beautiful pile number 3s by the end of 2024? Here's this card. Trust. Beautiful. Okay. You need to trust that this is happening for you. You will make it as long as you don't give up. It doesn't matter if it takes 10 months, 10 days, 10 years. What matters is that you don't give up. Because that is when you know that you will succeed if you just don't give up. You will eventually make it. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's move on to your tarot cards then. What is happening for my beautiful pile number 3s by the end of 2024? There was a card that flipped over. 7 of Swords. Interesting. What I feel with the 7 of Swords. Oh, social media. Trust. Can you please clarify the 7 of Swords for me, please? Hold on. There's some card that flipped over. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So, 9 of Pentacles. There's a warning. There's a warning here. Be careful of people or other people on social media. I feel like, okay, so this is another thing. I feel like there might be other people pretending to be you on the internet. That is something that I see here. That is also a sign that you know you've made it when you get copycats. Because we have the 9 of Pentacles clarifying the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords, this is what came to mind. I was watching a Keynote Tarot reading, And she said that she often thinks of the Seven of Swords card to be about social media, because the Seven of Swords talks about deceiving, and social media is, well, it's not completely about deceiving, but it gives you a possibility of deceiving people, because you show what you want to other people, not necessarily who you truly are, what your life is truly like, but what you want to show to other people. So it can be deceiving. So yeah, I feel like there's something going on, especially with underneath the trust card. Don't believe everything you hear or see on the internet. That is very important to you. We have the Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Four of Swords. So what I'm getting here is that is somehow leading you to your success, to your happy ending. The Nine of Pentacles talks about luxury and contentment and kind of like retiring happily and fulfilled. That is what I feel here. Pile number 3s. What will happen to my pile number 3s by the end of 2024? Ten of Wands. With the Ten of Wands card in reverse, I see that there is a lightening of a load. Suddenly you don't have to work so freaking hard for what you want. That is something that I see here. And it's right underneath protection card and the trust card. Yes, okay. All right. Let me think for a second. Ten of Wands. Yes, there's a lightening of a load. You no longer have to work so hard for what you want, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to make for yourself. It just starts to flow, you know? It just starts to flow. That is what I see here. Because I feel like you've been working so freaking hard and barely getting any views, barely getting any customers, barely getting any recognition whatsoever. But I feel like that load is lightening when you trust that you are protected and you are guided and you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. I see that for you. Pile number... Oh, we have Eight of Pentacles. Perfect. So the Eight of Pentacles talks about becoming the master of your craft. Funnily enough, we had Eight of Pentacles in this exact same spot for pile number 2 as well. So that is really interesting. So you may have been drawn to pile number 2 as well. So with the Eight of Pentacles, it talks about mastering a skill, becoming best of the best. And I feel like that is your ultimate goal with the flying card as well, right above the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is also right underneath the protection card. So you are protected. This is your divine path. This is where you're supposed to be going, moving forward. Yeah. Pile number 3. We have Five of Wands. Yes. So it won't come without a fight though. You need to fight for what you believe in. You need to fight for what you want to create. You need to work hard. But probably not as hard as you think. I feel like what you need is to be consistent. Not necessarily work hard and hustle. And also there's a message about attracting rather than chasing or building. That is what I see here. Do I see something else? Not at the moment. Pile number 3, Spirit Guides. Pile number 3. We have the moon in reverse. Okay, I see. So you are not so... Oh, okay, and it's right underneath creativity. Moon in reverse, right underneath creativity. So there is a chance that your creativity might be blocked at some point, or maybe perhaps it is right now blocked. Because you are too much in your masculine energy. This is also a message that came for pile... Wait, it came for pile number 1? I'm not sure anymore. The problem is when I'm channeling, my memory is almost completely wiped while I'm doing the other readings, and when I'm done with the readings, I completely forget what I have said and done. So that is really annoying. But yeah, that is just my way of channeling, I guess. Like, I just don't remember anything whatsoever after I've done a reading, and it's really weird and kind of annoying, like I said. Anyway, moving on. The moon in reverse in creativity. Yeah, so you need to connect more with your divine feminine. Doesn't matter which gender, sex, which one is it? Gender? Yeah, gender. Which gender you identify yourself as. But we all have our like masculine and feminine, divine masculine and feminine inside of us. And what you need is to be more connected to your divine feminine. Stop working for the sake of working, for the sake of progress. Work because you feel like it, because you want to, because you need to express yourself. That is what I'm seeing here. It doesn't matter how often or how much you do what you do. What matters is that every piece that you make has a bit of a soul of you in them. And that can't happen if you're too connected to your divine masculine, the 3D world. You need to be more connected to your divine feminine in order to make that happen. That is what I see. Pile number 3, Spirit Guide. What is happening for my... Oh my goodness! Okay, so we have 4 cards. Okay, let's take a look at this one last. Let me fix these cards first. Let's look at that card last. So we have the Lovers. So when the Lovers came right underneath the independent work, I feel like you will find your soulmate through your work somehow, someday. We have the King of Cups in reverse. This also tells me that you are not exactly truly connected with your feelings, with your feminine side. And we have 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles tells me that you are holding too tightly onto material things. That is what I see here. There is this sense of like, I need this, I need this. But you don't. You don't need it. You need air, you need water, you need sustenance. You don't necessarily need that. There would be other ways to get air, liquids, and sustenance. You don't necessarily need it, but you want it. So let go of that need to have something, the need to be something. We have the Fool card, which tells me that you need to let go. Let things flow. We have a ton of butterflies here too, by the way. We have butterflies over here, here, here. Those are birds. Well, anyway, at least in 3 cards we have butterflies. So butterflies are talking about metamorphosis. Basically, you are becoming someone who is successful. Okay, let me rephrase that. You are becoming someone successful that can handle the success. That's something that I see here with the butterflies. Once you let go of the need to be something, once you start attracting, once you start implementing, once you start being that feeling, that person that would have all of these things, that's when all of these come together. That's when all of these things happen to you. And I love that we got the Lovers. And I also see with the Lovers card, what I see with it, okay. Okay, so another message with the Lovers card here, right underneath the independent work. I see that you will truly love what you do. Almost like your work is your soulmate. That doesn't mean that you won't find your actual human soulmate, but that is what I see. Like you really love what you do. That's what I see. So that is all that is happening for you by the end of 2024. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I would also love to know how this resonated with you. So you can leave me a comment or like or even subscribe if you feel like doing that. But otherwise, I truly hope I see you in my next one. So bye!